Good morning, everyone. I'm on my way to Huanglong Park, and today is just me. I made it to the entrance of Huanglong Park. I'm gonna take the cable car to the top. It's quite cold here, roughly 4 or 5 degrees. As you can see, there's snow on the ground. But just a couple of days ago, the temperature was around 30 degrees Celsius here. It's crazy. Jessa's not with me today because she's gotten quite sick from the altitude. I'm quite dizzy as well, but I'm doing okay. I can still go for a walk. So the plan for this part of the trip is to visit Huanglong and Jiuzhaigou. These are two parks in Sichuan province. And then after 3 days, we're going back to Chengdu, where we're gonna spend 3 to 4 days. I'm inside the cable car now. It's about to take off. It's currently off season, so there's not a lot of people. I have the entire cable car to myself. It takes about 8 minutes to get to the peak. Once I'm there, there will be some hiking. The views are incredible up here, even though it's really, really cold. The hike from the cable car to the first attraction takes about 45 minutes or 3 kilometers. You can choose to pay for another shuttle, but the hike is very well paved, as you can see, and the views are pretty good. So I'm gonna walk there. I think altitude and the cold got the best of me. I put on another layer of jacket and I just had a snack at the little hut behind me. Whew. But it's still a nice day. I get to be in the nature and the views are incredible. The altitude here is roughly 300 meters, so the air is much thinner than on the ground level. That's why I'm huffing and puffing, because my brain's not getting enough oxygen. Oh. I'm on my way to Wucai, which means, I guess, colorful or rainbow pond. And the pond is colorful due to the minerals in the surrounding area. And the thing about China is, even during slow season, there's a lot of people. I'm actually glad to see some people here. I had no idea that Huanglong was surrounded by glaciers. Look at this view. There's a store here that sells oxygen tanks and also snacks. It's really, really popular. It's the only store here right now. I can see the colorful pool. For a second, I was worried that it would be covering snow, but you can actually see the whole thing. It's really, really colorful. There it is. I noticed a lot of people using oxygen tank. It also started to snow, but it doesn't matter. Look at this view. Hiking down takes about an hour and a half to 2 hours. I'm gonna try to get down quickly before it gets dark and cold. It started to snow pretty hard. Good morning, everyone. Look who's joining us today.
Hey.
Back from the dead. We finally made it to Jiuzhaigou. The bus ride took 2 hours. There was a lot of snow and ice on the ground, so the driver was very careful. Seems like it's gonna be a good day. It's quite crowded, so hopefully it won't be too busy inside the park. How are you feeling?
I'm okay. Not bad.
Jiuzhaigou is the national park located in the Sichuan province. It is perhaps the most famous and popular park in China. It's famous for colorful water as well as waterfalls. It's usually busy year-round, no off-season. Like today on a normal Sunday, there's still a lot of people. I've been hearing about this place since I was a kid. My parents and my relatives would tell me how beautiful this place is. So I've always wanted to come here. The elevation here is much lower than where we're staying at, or Huanglong, so there shouldn't be any altitude sickness. Do you feel any dizziness or headache?
No, I'm okay.
Yeah, so much better now. The park is in a Y shape. To get to different places, you have to take a shuttle bus. You could walk, but it might take more than 1 day to see everything. We have very limited time, so we pay for the shuttle bus. And now we're just waiting in line to get on the bus.
The ride here was pretty long. If you get car sickness, just pack some gravel with you. We did see some people get pretty sick on the bus.
Oh yeah.
So just come prepared.
You did good.
I'm pretty loopy right now from the gravel.
We got dropped off at the tourist center. Everyone has to get up here and then we can choose where to go next. There are 2 other buses here that takes you to 2 different directions. We finally got off the bus. Behind us is the first attraction. It's called Arrow Bamboo Lake. Maybe now is the best season. The trees are not very colorful, but the water is incredibly clear. You can see the bottom. So the water in Jiuzhaigou is actually from all the mountains in this area. Once the snow and ice melts, it will all come down to these lakes here in Jiuzhaigou. And the colors, I believe, are formed by the minerals and also the plants in these lakes. This lake particularly is very turquoise. I'm colorblind, but we're gonna go check out other lakes in this area, and I believe there are different colors. One of them is called 5-color pool. So. This lake behind us is called the Panda Lake, but it doesn't look anything like a panda. But we did see a ton of fish. The sun is finally out, and the color now looks slightly different, even bluer. The background reminds me of Banff. It's really, really beautiful here. The lake behind us is called 5-Flower Lake. It is the most popular attraction here in Jiuzhaigou.
We can see a little bit of the changes where the water is deeper. And you can kind of see the trees over there, but otherwise I think this is definitely their off season.
The best time to come here, I think, is September and October, when it's autumn and all the trees are red and yellow. The water is still very beautiful though, but yeah, the trees are kind of bland at the moment.
But there's still a lot of people here. So I can only imagine how busy this gets during their summer season.
Yeah. On this side of the lake, you can actually see different colors. And I don't think I've seen water this clear before. Let me show you. At the intersection between two sites, there's actually a pretty big tourist center where you can find food and souvenirs. And also washrooms. Oh, you can get coffee as well. There's a lot of food options here. And it looks pretty clean. This is the peak of Jiuzhaigou. It's on the other side of the park. It's called Shanghai, which I think translates to long lake. This is the longest lake actually in Jiuzhaigou, and because it's the highest altitude, the lake is actually still frozen. Pretty cool. It kind of reminds me of Banff. This entire park actually reminds me of Banff. If you don't have a nice camera and you're looking for someone to take nice photos for you, there's a bunch of photographers here. They also have their own camera. You can also get your hair braided, right? Looks like it. It's interesting. We're huffing and puffing because the altitude really got the best of us.
Yeah.
Are you okay?
High up here.
Yeah, it's over 3,000 meters over sea level. So definitely hard to breathe. This lake behind us is called Colourful Pond. I think that's the translation. Just colorful pond. It is very colorful. So apparently the color changes depending on the season. So when you come here in spring or summer, the pond will look different. Right now is dry season, so there's not a lot of water. So it looks kind of dry. What do you think?
Yeah. It's a little small.
There's a saying in Chinese that after visiting Jiuzhaigou, you don't need to see water again. Basically the saying that the water here is so beautiful, you don't need to go anywhere else. Do you agree?
Okay, honestly, we're from Canada, so I will say the water in Canada is also very beautiful.
Yeah, but I have to say the water here is very clean.
It is.
Very clean and very clear, very blue. Even compared to like Joffrey and some of the national parks. This is our last stop here in Jiuzhaigou. We're gonna take the bus back to our hotel. And because it's dry season, there's not a lot of water coming down, unfortunately.
Park was good. We went again during off-season, so not as crowded as it could be. Nonetheless, it's still crowded.
And I like that they have shuttles everywhere. It makes it very accessible for parents, grandparents, and kids to travel in this park. So that's nice. Everything's nicely paved, like this. But yeah, it doesn't feel like you're really hiking in this area, but it's still very pretty. We paid, I think, 60 yuan to get inside. It's slow season, so it's cheaper. 60 or 80, I can't remember. And then another 60 or 80 for the shuttle bus. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this park. It's, like I said, I've always wanted to come here, and I do think the water here is very, very pretty. And we're gonna end the vlog here.
See you next time.
Bye.